After a big win at New York, led by Max Lakowecki, the Rowdies return home with a chance to reclaim their spot atop the Atlantic Division. It's the Rowdies hosting Hartford Athletic next. Under all kinds of weather, Outland Stadium still a beautiful sight. Good news is the tarp is coming off and we are ready to play soccer as the Tampa Bay Rowdies host Hartford Athletic. Thrilled you're here, everybody. Great to have you with us. Drew Felios alongside my partner, as always, the great Ryan Davis. And a big night tonight for Rowdies and their fans because it is officially the return of Steven Dos Santos.
Well, the Rowdies had to put up without him for 12 games, and their scoring has suffered as a result of that. Steven Dos Santos comes in now with 3 goals under his belt already. He's going to provide some relief for Seba Gwenzati and this Rowdy offense going forward this season.
All right, as far as the players to watch, Hartford has several of them. They are so talented. Remember, they won here a month ago at Outland Stadium by a count of 1-0. And Juan Carlos Obregon is a handful. 4
goals in just 10 starts. He gives Danny Barrera a legit option up front. He's constant movement, and he's deadly and aggressive. He has 23 shots for the season, the most on this team. He's instant offense for the Athletic.
And for the Rowdies, Lewis Hilton. He is the engine and perhaps the MVP so far for Tampa Bay in 2021.
We talk about his passing skills in the middle of the park. 35 tackles, 14 recoveries. He's probably the fittest guy on the field for the Rowdies. So his distribution and defense makes it the total package for this Rowdies team.
Should be interesting as far as the conditions as well. It's Tampa Bay and Hartford. This is becoming a rivalry in USL Championship. Kickoff from downtown St. Pete is coming up next.
There are lots of signs out there telling us what we should and shouldn't do. We don't ignore these signs. They help keep us safe. That's what chest pressure and fatigue could be. Warning signs of heart disease, telling you it's time to get your heart examined. Baycare's heart experts get to the cause of your symptoms and offer the right treatment options. And all of our Baycare facilities have enhanced safety measures to help keep you safe from COVID-19. Get a cardiologist referral at baycareheartdisease.org. Baycare, humanity at work.
Getting back to all of this will take all of us. If you have questions about the vaccines, Florida Blue nurses are standing by for your call. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield, here for the one place we call home.
This is crazy.
No, what's crazy is you don't think I'm a soccer superfan.
And you think you can block all 15 of my shots in different jerseys.
Yep, one for each dealership we have in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Superfan, we'll see.
You're right, that was crazy.
They're going to be the official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Rowdies?
You know it. You got like an ice bath around here or something? When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
Just about ready for kickoff here under the bright lights of Outland Stadium. Tampa Bay Rowdies and Hartford Athletic are starting formations presented by Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa. First for the visitors and Hartford. How about that goalkeeper? Jeff Caldwell had a sensational outing his last time here. There's also the midfielders, Panetta and Ashitu, who is playing lights out right now for Hartford Athletic. And for the Rowdies, that 3-4-1-2 tonight in effect. Evan Loro, so consistent all season long. Notice the big man, though. Dos Santos up top. And Jan Ekra, number 7, gets the nod as well.
Yeah, Jan Ekra's IQ is off the charts. He's going to be that guy to start the press for the Rowdies and also cover that ground defensively all match long.
And our keys to the match, Ryan, what have you got?
Intensity in the middle. Lewis Hilton, Lawrence Wyke, they have to try to win that center circle against this diamond formation of Hartford Athletic, or else it means nothing for the Rowdies. In regards to the Hartford Athletic, stay compact, allow the Rowdies to go out wide and stay compact in the middle. Make sure and get a body on Steven Dos Santos when that cross comes in.
So first place up for grabs tonight for the Rowdies, with Pittsburgh upset at home by Miami in midweek. And I say upset, Miami definitely having a great season. You saw Lewis Hilton there. Obregon on the pitch for Hartford Athletic. Lewis Hilton, I mentioned, perhaps the MVP of the Rowdies so far this year, just continues to play better and better. Rowdies will kick off, and we're just about to get underway. Jan Ekra here to do the honors. And we're underway here from Al Lang, Tampa Bay and Hartford. Seba Guanzati's first touch and a quick whistle here as Hartford comes in 7-5 and 3, 24 points right now in 4th place in the Atlantic Division.
You know, they're looking to close some ground with them, but they as well have struggled offensively in the last 3 games. They've been winless in those last 3, and goals are hard to come by. So just like the Rowdies, if they can get a goal on the board, then things get a lot easier.
Max Lakowecki rewarded with another start after the stellar outing against New York. He's had quite a week. Was joining us on the press conference call earlier this week, talking about his journey and the way he is playing right now. Lewis Hilton will spread it left, and there is Max Lakowecki with his first touch. Try and send it back with Guillen, and Lewis Hilton now to track it down. Hilton will switch the point of attack right. Jan Ekra, dangerous spot. Oh, just outside that 6-yard box, and Hartford will clear.
With Lewis Hilton with another key pass. He's had 32 chances created already this season. Created another chance just right there in the opening minute. That ball right on the chest of Jan Ekra. Again, Jan Ekra, we talk about his IQ. Look when he gets right up into the box, in between the 2 back defenders. Just couldn't get his left foot on it. But what a peach of a ball by Lewis Hilton, though.
Replays tonight brought to you by Bayfront Health. And another special announcement tonight, Ryan, we're also being heard on Sirius XM radio all over the world. Tampa Bay Rowdies soccer tonight on Sirius XM.
What are you trying to say, Drew? Are you going to start to sing for us? Is that the plan?
Just means more exposure for you, Mr. Davis.
Sorry, Rowdy fans. Drew Felios would not bite on the singing.
Also welcome viewers from WCTX in Hartford this evening. The Athletic and Rowdies have split 2 this year. Tampa Bay won at Hartford, and Hartford won just a month ago right here on this pitch. Jan Ekra once more will spread it right. Connor Antley avoids that end line. Thought about servicing. Lewis Hilton will take the shot. And it's deflected as Hartford trying to stay nice and compact. Good work now by Younes Boudadi.
You know, we talk about how compact this Hartford team is staying as the ball goes out wide for the Rowdies. But also Steven Dos Santos, so much attention on him. And look what Lewis Hilton had a shot just on top of the box because of all those shirts sort of conveying on the 2 forwards in the box for the Rowdies.
Ball skips across just in front of Forrest Lasso. 90 degrees here tonight, but of course feels much warmer down on the field.
A beautiful 90 degrees in Al Lang Stadium. Gray, bit of a breeze coming off the ocean. It's never that bad in Al Lang Stadium. Come on, Drew.
Try and squeeze one through here. Connor Antley will track it down for Tampa Bay, and there's Jordan Scarlett with his first touch.
Just looking at the white shirts here, it is very, very clear what the game plan is here. Nothing comes through the middle. They're going to allow Max Lakawecki and Connor Antley to hold the ball and try to move the ball up the field for the Rowdies. As Connor Antley is trying to get available here he is. But as you can see, the white shirt is protecting the inside. Nothing for Jan Ekra, Lawrence Wyke, and certainly not Dos Santos and Guenzati.
Take a look at our injury report, brought to you by St. Anthony's Hospital. You see Fernando and Harris still out for Tampa Bay, and Perpa and Ataka on the sidelines tonight for Hartford. Connor Antley can make it happen one-on-one. Now it's Seba Guenzati trying to turn around on that post-up. Hammered out, and it'll be a Rowdies corner.
You know, one notable omission tonight for Hartford Athletic is Connor McGlynn had that goal against Colorado just a week ago. He had 15 appearances so far out of 16 games. What a lovely midfielder. Tall, elegant, got some goals, or 2 goals already this season. I'm sure Hartford Athletic fans are wondering why he's not on the pitch tonight.
Lewis Hilton, dynamite on set pieces. His first opportunity here in the 5th minute. Drives this one right into the box, and it was Dos Santos who got a head on it. So first contact he's made, and maybe just a little shaken up. It has been a while since he has done that. Timing perhaps just a little off.
But that is the aerial threat that the Rowdies have missed so far since he's been gone. It looks like it came off of Tudu's head to go out for another corner. No, it did not. Maybe number 2, Alex Lara. But Lewis Hilton, his ability to put that ball just in between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot.
One more time. Hartford able to get a head on it first. Hilton comes up, keeps it in play. Bicycle attempt by Dos Santos. Fans loved it. Just was not able to get it on target.
But look at the adventure by Dos Santos. Hasn't played in 12 games. We talked about it before the match, Drew. Almost 3 months, and he's ready to go.
You can download the new Rowdies app today, giving fans the digital tools to get in the game, packed with features like a digital match guide, exclusive content, tickets, and much more. Available on both Apple and Android stores by going to rowdiesoccer.com. Just underway here. Tampa Bay and Hartford. Thrilled you are with us on this Saturday night in USL Championship. 6 minutes and 25 seconds into this all-important match. And you know, we're talking about the Atlantic Division and just how good, Ryan Davis, the competition is in 2021. The parity is really something to behold.
Yeah, you know, Pittsburgh has come a long way in the last couple of weeks. You know, Bob Lilly will have gotten it right eventually. Then you have Charleston Athletic, who have sort of underperformed so far, but they're coming alive. And what about Miami FC? I mean, Paul Daglish has had...
Oh, Forrest Lasso caught one there. Definitely a high kick as he goes down quickly, and hopefully he is okay.
Wow. Looks like it's Elney, number 9. Referee just trying to calm things down here.
So, Ryan, I ask you, in a situation like that, does that warrant a possible red here? I mean, that was nasty.
No, I have to say the player had the eyes on the ball, but it really was one for the head. The ball was about around shoulder height. It was dangerous play. You would see a yellow card be given sometimes, but the player had almost had possession of the ball, so he had somewhat of a green light to go after it.
Dos Santos, here comes that double team. Gonna get a lot of respect here tonight. Tampa Bay will throw it in. Steven Dos Santos. It has been a minute since May 22nd since he stepped out on this pitch, and oh, the Rowdies so happy to have him back.
And it allows the Rowdies to go direct rather than maneuvering the ball through midfield. They can go long and have Dos Santos hold the ball up for incoming traffic.
Connor Antley now to throw this one in. Ekra finds Lewis Hilton. He'll come up, try and get a touch. Hartford able to get it back. Tampa Bay fights for it. And that's a good job by Connor Antley.
Yeah, soft touch by Jan Ekra. He put Lewis Hilton under a lot of pressure. But good recovery by Wyke.
Hartford coming off a loss at Colorado last weekend. Had some incredible goals in that game. The one by Ashidi, the Ghanaian, the midfielder, was just incredible.
I think I pressed rewind like about 5 times just to see the goal again. And yes, kids at home, there was a button called rewind back in the day. And I hit that thing 5 times just to see the goal over and over again. It was just that good.
Wakaweki trying to clear. And there's that man, Ashidi, with it. The midfielder, Ekra to Dos Santos. Look at Steven Dos Santos.
Wow, great touch on the ball. And what about the tackle by number 2? It was Alex Lara come flying in just to make sure Dos Santos gets no momentum going.
Interesting when you look at the body of work for Hartford this year. They won their first 2 matches. And then since then, they have not been able to win 2 in a row. It's either been win, tie, or win-loss.
You know, it's a very young team as well. You look at Tulu, the centre-back. He's one of the older players at 27 years old. Very young squad, exciting, quick. But they're going to have some growing pains as well.
Well, August is USL Supporters Month. We want to hear from you. USLchampionship.com/supporters-month as Lasso comes over and takes care of it. For more information on how you can get involved, have a chance to be featured as the Supporter of the Week. Supporters Month. USLchampionship.com with more info. So corner kick coming here for Hartford.
First look at Obregon Jr. He talked about his ability, his constant movement in that last third of the field. He provided all of that space and that option for the midfielder there. Such a dangerous player. His movements are so sharp. It's so hard for a defender to stay in front of him. Number 29, 4 goals in 10 appearances.
Danny Badetta will be the outswinger here. Scoreless in the 12th minute. Drew Felios, Ryan Davis from Outlink Stadium. This ball is driven to that far post. And now Seba Guinzati going to take care of it for Tampa Bay. Lawrence Wyke also always full of energy. And now it's Guillen. Well, Guillen takes a little bit of a shot there. Those two are going to battle all night long.
Well, no Leo Fernandez tonight. Would Aaron Guillen get the green light to push forward and overlap?
Taken away, Tampa Bay with Guinzati. He'll circle back. Wait for a little bit of help here. Rowdies will throw it in. Seba comes into tonight with 9 goals. He can get into double-digit goals here tonight.
That consistency year in and year out is just pure attitude.
It's really amazing.
It's just attitude. That's all it is. Constantly making yourself available and then practicing on your technique. So when you do get that chance, the technique is flawless to finish the chance.
Well, airborne that time. It was Guillen. He'll get up quickly. Jordan Scarlett. And the Rowdies will attack. Antley will give it right back to Jordan. Rowdies can get back into first place in the Atlantic. Remember, they started the season on fire. Here's Guinzati in a foot race. Tried to just hold it back that time, and Hartford had some help.
Well, it was Jan Ekra trying to flick that one on. I don't think he actually got there, but the timing of the run by Guinzati was spectacular. Tried to just tow it past. Looks like it was Tulu that time.
14th minute, 0-0. Rowdies and Hartford Athletic. Great to have you with us on ESPN Plus, also Sirius XM FC and WCTX.
So, Drew, there's nothing I could say to have you sing on Sirius XM.
Oh, man.
I keep working. I keep trying.
Now it's Aaron Guillen. Lewis Hilton. Hilton will drive it. Ball was on the ground. And a good play made by Tulu to knock it down. Now Antley flicks it over to Hilton. Nicely done. Hilton will cross it in. Tapped back out. Gabriel Torres takes care of things for Hartford.
Beautiful by Torres. Such composure under pressure. And look where he's gotten the ball to now. Oh, look at the recovery by Scarlett.
You can just sense the intensity of this game here in the first 15 minutes.
Jordan Scarlett gives him the look to show him I got the better of you in that duel. They're tussling here. We see him grab there. I think the referee got it right, but then look at the sliding tackle. Talk about timing.
Remember how frustrating that game was a month ago? The Rowdies outshot Hartford, Ryan, 21-11, and could not get on the board that night.
Yeah, it's the old adage that goals win matches, not how much possession you have, and Hartford put their chance away. And that's why the hardest thing to do in this game is to score goals. Make no mistake.
Ekra to Antley. Connor Antley trying to hit Dos Santos. Here comes Ekra. Rowdies keep possession. Gwensati. Tampa Bay starting to connect the dots here. Saba sends it right. There's Antley.
Now, interesting call by the referee. Connor Antley had the advantage, but look at the positioning of this free kick. It's dead red, right in Lewis Hilton territory. And I think the referee got it right in calling that foul.
Well, you see Dos Santos, he's grabbed his ankle a few times here thus far.
Could you imagine the medical staff for this Rowdies team every time he grabs that ankle?
It's been a long time for him to get back here under the lights in front of these fans. Tampa Bay is Florida's most ways to play. Plan your next adventure at visitTampaBay.com. That's visitTampaBay.com. As now a Sheedy is down for Hartford. This has been a really hard-fought game here in the first 16.
True, no Leo Fernandez on the field, so the natural left footer of Max Lakawecki. Again, the angle favors the left foot. It looks like Lakawecki, who had a goal and assist last week, is going to have a crack here.
Oh, Rowdies will take a shot. Oh, great save by Jeff Caldwell. The rebound, looking for a handball. Gwensati wants it. The fans want it as well. Jordan Scarlett and Tampa Bay not done with this possession.
Well, just like they drew it up in practice yesterday on the training ground when we were kids. Worked out perfect. Did I mention Loris White was going to have the shot, Drew? Perfectly executed free kick by the Rowdies. Great save by Caldwell. Here it is again. He's number one. That's the penalty shout.
Oh.
It hits the defender's hand, but he had no chance. It's the ball playing the man rather than the man playing the ball, as they would say. So, good no call by the referee. But Jeff Caldwell leads the USL in saves. Pulled off yet another save here for Hartford.
So a furious sequence there. Back to Dos Santos, Ryan. Given this is his first game back in nearly 3 months, how much would you expect him to stay out there tonight?
Exactly 45 minutes, and then I bring Lucky Amkosano on for the second half and let him go. And also there's Juan Tejada, who's coming back for the first time. He may get some minutes as well. So the Rowdies finally getting some options on the bench, attacking options for the first time this season.
18th minute, still scoreless here in Tampa Bay. Hilton able to get ahead on it. There's White, nicely done. Good touch by White. Ekra trying to weave his way through traffic. Taken away by a Sheedy, and Hartford will once again try and settle things down. You can sense Rowdies trying to play at a frantic pace. They're doing a good job of that right now. White. Gwensati tried to get it back to him. And now this is Hilton. Antley. Ekra. John Ekra trying to get across in. Fans love it. Ralph Smob right behind the goal.
Well, the attacking midfield position for this Rowdies team, it takes a lot of vision off of the ball. And just looking at Jan Ekra peeling off of his man to get open there again. You know, we've seen Zach Steinberger play this role for most of the season, but just looking at Jan Ekra in that spot, such a heady veteran player. He's doing a masterful job getting open and providing the press that the Rowdies need in that attacking midfield spot.
You can just sense, Ryan, after what happened the last time against Hartford, the Rowdies want a goal here in the first 20. Another corner from Lewis Hilton. Lasso rising above, and the ball just left. Oh, it was Dos Santos, I believe, who got a foot on it in traffic. And somehow, someway, that ball does not go into the back of the net.
Well, Lewis Hilton floated it beautifully to the last post, and Forrest Lasso puts it right back into the danger area. Look at him, right back into that 6-yard spot. Oh, and look at Dos Santos. It looks like Offer Lakaweki as well. Just so close. And this is the presence that he brings into the box, Drew. Bodies go flying, and he has such an ability to get on the ball under pressure.
Such a game changer. Right back. Rowdies with no time to rest. Hartford trying to get that counter in, and it's overgone. The Honduran for Hartford. 4 goals on the season for him. Last played for RGV, and he has had quite a campaign for the Athletic.
Tell Woolman to just do it.
So this will be taken by Walmer Martinez. Tampa Bay organized. Hartford tries to float this one in on the service. Knocked around a few times, kind of the same way the Rowdies were able to get a goal last week against New York. And multiple headers over the top now to Guenzati. Seba Guenzati tries to cross it, and there's Caldwell to knock it down. Well, USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project, striving to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more, uslsoccer.com/forever-proud.
Just going back to that last play, Seba Guenzati's first touch took him away from the goal, Drew. That first touch has to go towards the goal, put the defender under pressure to make the defender commit. And I think Guenzati let him out of jail for free there with that first touch.
You mentioned Guillen and perhaps the possibility of having more on his plate in the future. You think it's warranted? You think he can handle it?
Absolutely. Aaron Guillen has stepped in, and not only is he good at, you know, blocking the passing lanes, stealing the ball, but his distribution, I mean, he had a poor pass there, but for 9 times out of 10, Aaron Guillen is the guy to bring the ball out of the back cleanly. He provides the ball to Leo Fernandez on that left side countless times and allow this Rowdies offense to flow on that left-hand side. So I think Aaron Guillen is more than capable in stepping into the literal centre-back spot of Forrest Lasso if he does get injured. So I think the Rowdies are well covered with Jordan Scarlett, Forrest Lasso, and Aaron Guillen.
Fast and furious start it has been here in downtown St. Pete. Drew Felios and Ryan Davis, 23rd minute. And still scoreless.
Ooh.
We've had players flying all over the place.
You know, you put that ball up in the air near Forrest Lasso, watch out. I mean, he is so committed and dominant that it's not an easy job to get in front of him.
Take a look at the head coach, Harry Watling, youngest head coach in USL history when he was hired, 31 years old. Tremendous job he has done. Evan Loro comes up to calm things down for the Rowdies.
I gotta say this guy worked with football or soccer coaching royalty. Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti, when he worked in Chelsea. I mean,
yep.
We're talking royalty here of coaching throughout the world. So yes, he has witnessed the best at their jobs. So I'm sure he's taken a couple of trinkets with him.
Kind of cool to get that on your resume, right?
Oh yeah, to work with those two guys.
Scarlett has it tapped by Martinez, and the Rowdies now will throw it in. hard to believe when you look at the Rowdies' results this year. They're the only team in USL Championship to not draw this season. I mean, it is either win or lose. 10-6.
Well, how is he saying go? Love me or leave me?
Pretty much.
I think that's how the Rowdies play. I mean, it's either we're going to get 3 points or we're going to lose all 3. I'm sure if you ask Coach Collins that, he's not gonna laugh though. But yeah, I think the Rowdies have not been able to close out some games or to get back goals to get a draw.
Tampa Bay once again attacking. It's Antley avoiding that end line again. Jan Ekra been active thus far. Tries to sneak a pass in. Dos Santos once again the target.
Oh, look at his strength.
Stevan having his way thus far. Jan Ekra sends it out. This is Wyke. Bundle of energy, Lawrence Wyke. Lakawecki trying to stay with it. The ball gets away from him.
Lawrence Wyke showing that adventure, that bravery in the last third of what you want. Take your guy on to create space for somebody else. Try to pass it off to Max Lakawecki, but the pass was just a little too long. It was downhill, as they say. He just sort of rolled away from Max.
Mentioned the Rowdies not having a draw so far this year. You know, in 5 days they head to Pittsburgh, one of the toughest places to play. Here comes Hartford once more. Ball will be deflected out. Be a corner for the Athletic, but that's a game, Ryan, in 5 days at Pittsburgh. I wouldn't mind a point.
Yeah,
that's a game you'd like to draw on the road, and as the season moves along, you're going to have those evenings where you know it's okay to just get one.
Yeah, you have to grind out some results, and I think Coach Collins and his team are aware of that. But I think protecting a lead is not the Rowdies' problem. It's getting a goal back to get a draw or to get a goal back to equalize. It's just been their problem. And let's see if this attacking talent that just came back from injury can change things.
Martinez once again. A bit of a wind. It's blowing from left to right on your screen. So advantage right now, Rowdies. Hartford just can get nothing going so far. You see that light wind, much of it. Very warm tonight here in St. Petersburg. Good place to be, that big storm brewing area.
See Younes Boudadi taking this through now, number 3. Comes from Club Bruges in Belgium. They are known for creating their youth talent. And with Boudadi having the most crosses on this team on that right-hand side, no surprise there. He's such a young, talented player, right back. So far, so good for Hartford Athletic. Coming to a tough spot in Allang Stadium, and that compact formation that we spoke about at the beginning of the game has worked well so far.
Hartford now possessing. Tampa Bay able to get the takeaway thanks to Wyke, and Lewis Hilton leading the charge the other way. Numbers pushing forward for the Rowdies. Once again, it's Guenzati trying to stay on his feet.
Seba Guenzati is always going to be attack-minded. Had some players with him though. Thought he could maybe nod one off or just touch one off to the incoming Dos Santos.
Scarlett and Lasso resetting here for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has owned possession and chances here thus far. As you said, Ryan, possibly tonight we could see Juan Tejada as he is finally in the 18. You have not seen Juan throughout 2021, and I guarantee you if that young man is to check in the game, you're going to hear a roar from the Rowdies faithful.
The shortest man with the longest hair.
Lakawecki to Guenzati, right back to Max. Max getting a little attention after that career night at New York. Guenzati on the ground, and there's Caldwell once again to stop it.
Well, good effort by Guenzati, but again, good defending by Hartford. Just sort of corralling the Rowdies away from the goal. And they're going to take their chances with Guenzati trying to beat Caldwell from there all night long. Interesting, we haven't seen a lot of Danny Barrera. He's trying to show for the ball right now, but look how deep he is.
Now Hartford trying to square up. Torres and company was spreading it around here.
Barrera, here he is, very much a rhythm type player. How deep he is to try and get a touch of the ball. Rowdies will take that all night long. The number 10 picks the ball up from there.
Now far side, it's Danny Barrera. 4 goals and an incredible 7 assists for number 10. He has been an absolute terror. And there's a takedown. Dos Santos goes down. Neil Collins is absolutely livid. And rightfully so.
Problem with the tackle, it looked two-footed, and that is always going to be an issue, and players are going to take offense to that. It'll be interesting to see the replay here.
When your star player has been out nearly 3 months and has spent every moment trying to battle back, here's our Bayfront Health replay once more.
Two-footed, yeah, he just sort of flies in on the ball. It's like a reckless tackle, and that's whether he got a piece of the ball or not is not the problem. It's the intent is what the referee's trying to control. You can't just throw yourself behind the ball if you're out of position. Yeah, you may get touch the ball in that one instance, but the risk is not worth the reward. You're going to injure players, and that's the last thing the league wants.
So Alex Lara will be in the book here in the 31st minute. And Dos Santos looks like he is okay. Jan Ekra.
He is just a sight to see.
Looking for Dos Santos. Steven trying to fight off defenders. Lawrence Wyke taken away that time. Lasso trying to keep it alive for the Rowdies.
That was an important block by Lasso with his head. Obregon Jr. was scooting away behind him.
Well, Ryan, have we told you about Rowdy Coin, a new season-long flexible ticketing option designed to give you the opportunity to attend matches during this season? Go to rowdysoccer.com to purchase your Rowdy Coin today.
You know, I'm going to get in line after this game to get my Rowdy Coin, Drew.
The hottest currency today, Rowdy Coin. Did I hear that Messi was actually being paid in cryptocurrency? That is a total another conversation.
That is, you were right. Absolutely right. He got paid in PSG coin. Paris Saint-Germain coin.
Here's Ekra. A little space to work with for Jan. Floats one into the box. Header! Oh, just to the left.
You would bet the house that Seba Guenzati would put that on frame. Not tonight. What a ball by Jan Ekra. He looks up, and look at this thing. In stride, right on his head. What a delivery by Jan Ekra. Coach Collins must be so happy he's back, and Hartford must be cringing.
That ball was fluttering just perfectly. Could not have been delivered better.
He read select USL Championship ball before it hit his head, Drew.
Sheedy and Lara. Rowdy's got a little bit more spring in their step after the foul, which led to the yellow for Lara. 34th minute, scoreless. Great to have you with us tonight if you're listening on Sirius XMFC, also WCTX in Hartford, and of course our usual address and location ESPN Plus.
Yes, Rowdies fans, Drew Felios is looking up songs on the internet as we speak to sing a song on Sirius XM Radio. It's his one break.
Now, that is one thing that I simply cannot do without. It is one of life's necessities, having Sirius radio.
Yes.
I mean, forget about it. Without it, life's just not the same as Antley goes down.
And it's one of those things when you sign up, you can never jump back off. You can't go back to life without it.
For sure. How about the passing accuracy thus far? That's a good sign.
85% thanks to this man, Lewis Hilton, who is in the top 10 in passing in the USL. Usually you see that stat with centre backs who knock the ball around the back. Not this man. So involved with this Rowdies team.
Very high level football we're seeing here thus far. Dos Santos, again the target, tries to turn it around as Sheedy was marking him tightly. And now Lasso. A nice slide. Tampa Bay will keep it in. Ekra says, get it to me. Jan Ekra. Got Antley with him. Scarlett will now send it back to Evan Laura. Two games at home here for Tampa Bay.
You know, Drew, this weekend kicks off all of the European leagues. After this Lawrence White dribble, hang on.
I was saying 2 games in the month of August for Tampa Bay.
So the European leagues start this weekend. You know, England, Germany, Italy, Spain, etc. There is a conversation that the USL is going to switch to the European League schedule. So something to maybe we'll see in the near future, as early as next year or the year after.
Lots of chatter right now. Change definitely going to be a constant. Rowdies take it. Another cross coming in. Lasso, very active tonight. Contact right there as it continues to be very physical down on the pitch.
Well, 2 things there. The delivery by Lewis Hilton and then Ashiti coming across and just cleaning up in his own box. Great read by the defensive midfielder to snuff out the problem. But Lewis Hilton just so pinpoint with his passing.
Scarlett over to Antley.
Oh, great defending.
Antley has it taken away, then commits the foul. As Gabriel Torres, the Brazilian, had him blanketed that time.
Connor Antley was going for the nutmeg, and looks like he said something a little not in the referee's liking. Yep, Jan Ekra has come to his rescue. A great read by Gabriel Torres.
Shots on goal, look at that. Rowdies once again dominating. Feels a little bit like July 13th right now.
And they had some good chances. Seba Gwenzati had 2 very, very good chances and an unlucky one for Dos Santos that went just wide off of a corner kick.
And why does it feel a little bit odd, Ryan? Because it is Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's why. That's why Gwenzati missed those 2 chances.
Crazy things happen.
That's right. You know, there's a new Halloween movie coming out this year, Mike Myers.
Chucky too.
Chucky's
seen some trailers for that. Yep.
So the 80s slashers are back, huh?
Yeah. Now it's Bedetta. Wyke to the ground. Hilton comes up with it. Tampa Bay once again will settle things. Scarlett with Lasso.
You can really see Steven Dos Santos. His movement is slowing down right now. It's expected. His first game back. I think Coach Collins will want to get 45 minutes under his belt and on those legs. And I'm sure Lucky and Kusana will make his appearance, or Juan Tejada.
Hilton, oh, he is so scrappy. Ekra as well. Those 2 very impressive thus far. Lawrence Wyke now some room to work. This is Guillen. Tries to service one in, and he'll sail it over everybody and into that Ralph's Mob section.
That's exactly what the Rowdies need. Without Leo Fernandez being there, Max Lakawecki and Aaron Guillen have to provide service into the box for Steven Dos Santos.
Jeff Caldwell, 59 saves coming into this match. A good start for the Hartford keeper. Tampa Bay will once again have possession here. Jordan Scarlett.
Now this is where movement has to take place. Lawrence Wyke.
Scarlett once again looking for Dos Santos. He comes in like a freight train that time. And a foul going to be called.
You know, it's not always the defenders putting a hurting on forwards. So Steven Dos Santos showing you very clearly there. Defenders are going to have to ice their knees and their heads as well when this man is around.
Man, he really cleared the way that time, didn't he?
He did. He did.
He was like a wrecking ball.
It's kind of like our security staff when Drew Felios leaves the booth, just sort of clearing a way for him.
Now it's Elney and Hartford. They'll spread it right. Look out. Low and right in front of the goal. We'll get another chance here. Barreto wound up. And once again deflected. Rowdies packing things in.
With the compact formation means the wing backs are going to push up. And that was Budadi coming there with some great service. Again, leading this team in crosses. Here he is again, putting a great ball in. And it was Obregon Jr. trying to find his 5th goal. So as much as the Rowdies get sucked in with this compact formation, the wing backs here, the full backs, Obregon Jr. and company are going to come forward wide and deliver the service.
Now it's Janjigian. And Hartford taking some air out of it here in the 41st minute. Lots coming up at halftime. We'll tap into Sebastian Guenzati. Have highlights and stats of the first half. And of course, Ryan's traditional second half outlook. It's all coming up at the half. Guenzati circling back here. Rowdies would love to take a goal into the locker room. You can kind of see why in 2 previous meetings. Only 2 goals combined have been scored. These 2 teams don't give up a lot, especially when they play each other.
If I can pick 2 things to talk about, it has to be Jan Ekra's play so far and Hartford Athletics' ability to close down just in that centre-back region.
Wyke again. Oh, threads the needle. Can Antley get to it? Tries the cross. Rowdies will get a corner kick out of it.
One thing Connor Antley can give you is pace down the sides. We talked about that downhill sort of feel when that ball goes on in that corner. Lawrence Wyke, look at the pace of the ball, just enough. And Antley gets there. Great defending again. Looks like it was Torres, number 16. And the coach always says, stop the service, stop the cross. And you have to see Hartford has done that tonight so far.
Here it comes from Lewis Hilton. Keep an eye on Dos Santos. Force Lasso. About 10 feet from him. Lasso now comes up. Shot from distance, and this one is a missile into the stands. That's Wyke. Who else?
Lawrence Wyke. I think he almost killed somebody in row 27.
Everything he does is 110 miles per hour.
It is. It is. And I think Neil Collins loves him for that. Just box to box, full of energy, and willing to, and brave enough to try a shot at any angle.
And this guy rolls out of bed going full speed. Here's Barreto. He'll send it up. Lasso get a head on it for Tampa Bay. Lakawecki taps it out and over the stands. So lots of options coming up in the second half for Neil Collins. It's a good observation. You think Mkosana is going to eventually spell Dos Santos. Again, Tejada available tonight. Jordan Doherty. And got Jordan Adebayo-Smith as well, who's been playing extremely well.
Yeah.
Lewis Hilton. Rowdies with another chance here. Here's Saba. Wenzati. Shot was deflected. Dos Santos going down again. And the official quickly in with the whistle. Dos Santos again holding the ankle. And it's getting really testy right now because Rowdy players feel like some of the Hartford players have taken some unnecessary shots at the feet of Steven Dos Santos, and they know that this is his return after a broken ankle 3 months ago.
Yeah, they've gone to the ground very quickly when the number 10 has gotten the ball. And the referee has blown the whistle. Here it is again. It is Dos Santos flying in there. I have to admit, looks like it was Dos Santos is the one who caused the problems there. Yep. They may have rolled it. He planted very hard on the right ankle. Now, he has probably not more than a minute left. And this free kick is dead red in front, and Lewis Hilton is not taking any recommendations here. He's like, you guys can all go back to your positions because I'm taking this free kick. Now,
2 minutes extra time there, you see.
the wall is going to be covering the first post, the near post. More than likely, Hilton is going to try and go up and over the wall. Now, does Caldwell try to cheat across? And just before Hilton kicks it, does he cheat across and go to his near post? That instance is always the capability of Hilton just driving the ball into Caldwell's side of the goal. Let's see.
Lewis Hilton goes off the knee, the Hartford player. And now floated into the box again. Hilton with another try. Oh, it's just over the crossbar this time.
Well, the wall did its job, and Lewis Hilton took another bite from the apple. Good technique, just couldn't get over it enough. There it is, and just whizzing over the bar. What a presence he is in the center circle. We talked about winning the center circle. I think the Rowdies, with their possession, the shots, the chances created, I think they've won the center circle, exactly what they wanted to do. But to finish those chances, Drew, that's where you earn some money.
Wyke. Saba Wenzati. Final minute here before halftime. The Rowdies have one more chance left in them. Lawrence Wyke sizing things up. Lakawecki trying to knock it down. Lakawecki, a little trouble controlling it here in the first half. Juice is definitely flowing after the big night in New York.
With a minute to go here. Looks like the referee won't play the full.
And that'll do it for the first half. 45 minutes and change. Scoreless in Tampa Bay. Steven Dos Santos comes back, has an impact, feeling it just a little bit as he heads to the locker room. Changes to be made in the second half. It is going to be fun. We have Visit Tampa Bay halftime show coming up next from downtown St. Pete.
This is crazy.
No, what's crazy is you don't think I'm a soccer superfan.
And you think you can block all 15 of my shots in different jerseys.
Yep, one for each dealership we have in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Superfan, we'll see.
You're right, that was crazy.
They're going to be the official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
You know it. You got like an ice bath around here or something? When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
Introducing Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. It's 6 times filtered, has 0 grams of sugar, no artificial aftertaste, and is USDA certified organic. We're not playing around. New Cucumber Lime Michelob Ultra Organic Seltzer. As real as it tastes.
There are lots of signs out there telling us what we should and shouldn't do. We don't ignore these signs. They help keep us safe. That's what chest pressure and fatigue could be. Warning signs of heart disease, telling you it's time to get your heart examined. Baycare's heart experts get to the cause of your symptoms and offer the right treatment options. And all of our Baycare facilities have enhanced safety measures to help keep you safe from COVID-19. Get a cardiologist referral at baycareheartdisease.org. Baycare, humanity at work.
It is time for the Visit Tampa Bay halftime show. Visit Tampa Bay, where treasure awaits. 0-0 your score, Hartford and Tampa Bay. After 47 minutes here in downtown St. Pete. Hot and humid night, but we have avoided torrential rainstorms. And so far, it's been a pretty good night for world-class soccer. Great to have you with us, everybody. I'm Drew Felios. Ryan Davis will rejoin us in just a few minutes. When you talk about Seiva Guinzati, of course, you think of the 9 goals and so many goals that he's had over the course of his career. But it is so much more than just statistics. It is the presence of Seiva up close and personal. We go now with El Capitan.
From a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver are you?
8 through 9.
8 through 9, are you sure? Remember we drive together, so don't lie.
So you rate me. How much would you give me?
I'll give you a 7.
7? Okay, I'll take it.
What is the most interesting thing you have in your wallet?
Interesting? My kid's picture.
Place you most want to travel?
Other than Uruguay, Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, good choice, good answer. What is the last thing you cooked?
Chicken cutlets with rice, fried banana, and beans.
Decent, decent. If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be? Who would you play?
Yeah, sci-fi, and it would be about my story. And who will play it?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Good choice. No way. Invisibility or super strength?
Invisibility. I got the super strength already.
What's your middle name?
My middle name? You want to know it?
Yes, yes.
Ignacio.
Ignacio.
Don't tell nobody.
How long does it take for you to get ready in the morning?
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
I gotta eat breakfast. I gotta, do all my stuff. Drink mate. Watch TV. No.
What is your favorite TV channel?
Can I say my favorite show?
Yeah, favorite show.
I like the 70s show.
70s show? Mm-hmm. It's a funny one. It's a funny one. What's the sound you make if you were freezing cold?
Great stuff from Seiva as always, and a special thanks to Lucky M. Kosana, who we should see here in the second half. Tampa Bay and Hartford back with more Visit Tampa Bay halftime show in just a moment.
First-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Tees it up, what a strike, and what a goal!
City double their money. And how sweet the sound in Lynn Family Stadium.
We all want to support our community and small businesses, protect the environment and our kids' future, and above all, help others when they need it. That's why every day our energy goes into delivering reliable, cleaner, affordable energy. The energy that promises a better tomorrow with new jobs and opportunities and helps everyone move forward together. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Let's dive into our USL Championship storylines. How about Tyler Wolff, a hat trick versus Indy 11, and the Atlanta United 2-star voted Player of the Week in USL Championship. How about that? Entering Week 17, Haji Berry of Colorado Springs just scorching it. 15 goals for him, leading everybody. A tremendous year. And the USL on ESPN returns September 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. ESPN2, the place Louisville City, travels to Hartford Athletic. Our team of the week, Solomon Asante, leads the way. Some still think he is the league's premier player, although there are young ones emerging. How about Danny Griffin doing it for Pittsburgh? Team of the week for the USL. And the standings, the Atlantic Division, Rowdies, if they can get a victory here, they will inch just ahead of Pittsburgh. And then Rowdies in Pittsburgh, Thursday night at Pittsburgh. Cannot wait for that one. Miami, so much improved from last season. Hartford, a force to be reckoned with. And keep in mind, Charleston, always an imposing challenge. Red Bulls and Loudoun at the bottom of the standings. When we come back, a good dose of Ryan Davis. He'll tell us what's important here in the second half, coming up after this.
What is fetchable storage? It's the best parts of today's moving and storage options combined. It's your storage unit on a truck that you drive. You save time by only loading it once. You save money, and it's easy and safe. Just fetch your storage container, fill it up, and bring it back. We'll take it from there. Visit redrovers.com now for a free month storage. Red Rovers Fetchable Storage saves you time and money.
Getting back to all of this will take all of us. If you have questions about the vaccines, Florida Blue nurses are standing by for your call. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield, here for the one place we call home.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Visit Tampa Bay halftime show continues. Visit Tampa Bay, where treasure awaits. Rowdies and Hartford Athletic duking it out. First half highlights. Tampa Bay owning the chances. This one from distance coming from Lawrence Wyke.
Great free kick, just like they drew it up in the practice ground, and Caldwell with another save.
Cheers, my friend.
Thank you, Drew. Well, the first half went according to plan for the Rowdies. They dominated in possession, and they created enough chances. So we've been talking in the booth that it has to be Friday the 13th, why Seba Gwenzati has not converted on a couple of those chances. But Steven Dos Santos is back in Rowdy gear, and he's influencing the game, finding space for other players. Jan Ekra in that attacking midfield role has created chances and created flow for this Rowdies team. Now on the bench, Jordan Adebayo-Smith, he just scored in the last game in New York. He's an option to come off the bench to replace Dos Santos. Also Lucky Mkosana and Juan Tejada. On the other side, for Hartford, they have Connor McGlynn. He was so influential against Colorado. He scored the goal despite the loss. He's a presence in midfield. They have young LA Galaxy youth player in Bradford Jameson, and he's a winger / forward. He can come on to provide some reinforcements up top. So both teams have enough players and enough depth on the sidelines to come in and try to get a result in Alang. All to play for, but expect some changes from the coaches and expect the same sort of flow. Rowdies in possession, Hartford Athletic sitting compact and trying to catch on the counter.
Some great stuff from Ryan Davis as our teams are back on the pitch, and we are just about ready for half number 2 to begin. If you're just joining us tonight, a very special occasion as we're being heard on Sirius XM FC radio. As Hartford slow trot back out there, this has become quite a rivalry. Lewis Hilton we saw very active in the first half, just the way he battles for each and every possession. It is so important, those little things that don't always show up on the stat sheet. Lewis Hilton, an invaluable member for the Rowdies here this year. Player we spotlighted, Juan Carlos Obregon. A little bit quiet here thus far, not really able to get too involved for the Athletic. Hartford 7-5-3. They got those 3 draws coming in here tonight. And then, of course, we talked about the Rowdies, just wins and losses, 10-6. And no draws at all. And a surprising note here as we begin half number 2. Obregon will get things going. Rowdies will continue with Steven Dos Santos. And for Hartford, Nicholas Cardona will come in. Alex Lara, who picked up that yellow card off the tackle of Dos Santos on that far sideline. He starts on the bench. Arthur Rogers also in. Sebastian Elney out for Hartford. Second half underway from Tampa Bay.
Arthur Rogers is so versatile. He is a coach's dream, and Harry Watling bringing him on. He can create chances. He's box to box, 39 tackles, first on this team for this Hartford Athletic team. He can plug just about any hole in midfield for this Hartford team.
Now leaving the game, number 9, Sebastian Elney. Now entering the game, number 6, Arthur Rogers.
Interesting choice to keep Steven Dos Santos in the game. Let's see how long Coach Collins keeps him out there.
So Barrera will place it down.
Just looking at the decisions here, you know, the free kick by Barrera, it's a little bit telling of what this Hartford team wants to do. Just keep possession. Don't give away cheap balls. The Rowdies have to come and beat Hartford. Hartford are not going to beat themselves by taking risks.
Now it's Hartford. Just cannot get through that Rowdies' last line of defense. Evan Loro has not been a very busy man here thus far.
No, the Rowdies have done such a good job in holding so much possession. And even when Hartford do get the ball, the recovery by the Rowdies have not allowed them clear-cut chances on Lauro. So it's been a well-managed game by the Rowdies, but again, just trying to find that goal to change the game. It's so hard to come by.
Jordan Scarlett. Scarlett will direct things. Just underway, half number 2. And there's Dos Santos. Santos was hoping the Rowdies would be awarded possession there. Not the case, as Hartford will throw it in. Hartford coming in 24 points. The Rowdies have 30 points.
You know, the one thing that Hartford has going for them, they've only played 15, I believe 15 games, or 14, and they have some games under their belt in hand. So let's see if they can make up points in the upcoming weeks to get right back into the thick of things.
This is Antley. Skies one. Lakowecki trying to get under it. Here's Guillen. Lewis Hilton and Lakowecki. Lawrence Wyke, quick to react. Now Wyke sees an opening. Wyke floats one up, a little bit ahead of Dos Santos.
Well, Lawrence Wyke again, full of adventure, trying to create an inroad, trying to find that key pass. Have to give him credit for being brave in the last third. Exactly what this Rowdies team needs.
He's a guy, Ryan, that you know in November is going to make a huge play because he's had so many opportunities, just has not gotten that luck of the bounce, but he's definitely made the impact, and you know it's going to come for him in a big moment, just like it did for Zach Steinberger last year up at Louisville.
Correct, because he's always probing Drew. He's always trying, knocking on that door. And when teams sit back and they play tight in the playoffs, he's that one guy willing to take a risk and break things wide open.
Cut down. Oh, Ekra held.
Yeah, Ekra. Just stop it. You know, not too much flash, but just a shift of the body, a drop of the shoulder is all it takes. And he's by his man. You don't teach that in school, Drew. That just comes from playing time and time again.
Now Jordan Scarlett. Over to Aaron Guillen.
Just look at this Hartford team, though. Very organized. All the white shirts are in the middle of the park, allowing the room on the outsides for the Rowdies. And as soon as that ball comes back in, there are white shirts to greet them.
Rowdies still with that 8-goal differential. 22 goals scored, 14 conceded. Started the season red hot. And then the month of July, not very kind to them.
Have to say it's because of the injuries. I mean, as soon as Steven Dos Santos went down, yes, they had a little bit of momentum to work with, and they got some more wins. But then so much pressure fell on this man, Guenzati, that the goals dried up. And when the goals dry up, everything has to be perfect. The defense, the goalkeeping. And once one goal leaks, it's so hard to get that goal back.
Yeah, Tampa Bay 2 and 4 in the month of July. You can download the new Rowdies app today, giving fans the digital tools to get the game, packed with features like digital match guide, exclusive content, tickets, and more. The app is available on both Android stores and go to rowdiesoccer.com, www.rowdiesoccer.com, available on Apple stores as well. And there is Scarlett with some fancy moves.
Exactly. Obregon Jr. lost his footing there, and Jordan Scarlett, not too much of a, doesn't like too much banter, so he just lets it go. We're just looking at this Hartford press right now, how high they're pushing up. Shows that they want to get back some sort of possession here. I mean, just reacting off of the Rowdies' possession could get very tiring. So they want to get a hold of the ball as well. And their personnel on the field, they like to have a hold of the ball.
This is Wyke. Jan Ekra floats another one into the box. Set up with the header, Lakawecki. Saban comes over as well. Forced lasso, a foot on it. Scarlett trying to run it down. Got to get there. Obregon has got some wheels. Of course, a very big weekend here around the Tampa Bay area. Tampa Bay Bucks in action again tomorrow night. Exhibition season begins at Raymond James Stadium. So Rowdies tonight, Bucks tomorrow night. As the fall is just about here. Best time of year.
Oh, it is, certainly. It's a perfect storm, right? All the leagues are playing.
Love it.
Football, baseball, soccer, anything. Hockey, well, hockey's finished, but still, they're all playing.
Ian floats one header set up again. Dos Santos trying to square that one up. A little upset at himself, but a great idea.
And we talk about what he brings in the last third. Doesn't take much movement, much dribbling, much creativity. You have that big body. You put it up in the air for him, and you can try and nod one in.
Rowdies have taken this year every single team's best shot. I mean, we've seen some teams play really well against this Tampa Bay side.
Yeah, and I think Al Lang Stadium as well. They have created such a fortress here last season. And anyone that came in here just was like going to give it like if it was a final. The Rowdies withstood that for the most part, and then the injuries hit.
Great audience tonight, listening and watching. Watching on ESPN Plus, listening on Sirius XM FC, also watching on WCTX in Hartford. Drew Felios, Ryan Davis, and all of you, our broadcast team, top notch here in Tampa Bay. Honored to work with them night in and night out. Hit us up on Twitter throughout the night. We've seen some funny ones so far here tonight. Those tweets, Ryan, coming your way.
Yeah, there's Twitter has been alive and well. Drew Felios has been warming up his vocal cords there, everyone. So his Sirius XM debut.
Your favorite channel? I like the 80s channel.
Oh, I can't get enough of it. I really
Serious?
can't. Yes, I love the 80s.
That and a little Springsteen.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
We should have our producer, Art Dryce, give some music option recommendations here.
Connor Antley winning it for the Rowdies. Player is down on the pitch, and they will stop things here to have a look. And that is number 6, Arthur Rogers, who came into the game in the second half for the UK. He's got 2 goals thus far as the Rowdies get set to make changes.
Well, like we thought, it was 55 minutes rather than 45, but Steven Dos Santos, his much-awaited return is over, and the man they call Lucky is coming on. 7-7, Drew. All right, he's not just 7 lucky, he's 7-7, 77.
Dos Santos gets a nice round of applause. And Sebastian Dahlgaard, so dangerous, so versatile for the Rowdies.
Yeah, the Rowdies have dominated so much in possession. I think Coach Collins has some confidence now to take Max Lakawecki, who's a bit more defensive, and put on a more attacking player out on the left-hand side. Look for Dahlgaard to run at defenders and create space for the guys on the inside, like a Lawrence Wyke and M. Kusana.
Well, the USL on ESPN continues. Perennial contenders Louisville City and Hartford Athletic in a playoff preview. September 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. ESPN2 is the place.
Now, with these fresh legs, there it is. Here comes the press. Fresh legs on the field. Lucky and Kusana, they're going to push high up and allow this Hartford team to take some chances to try to beat them over the top. And that's exactly what they wanted.
Lewis Hilton comes back. Gets a little shove in the back from Obregon. Of course, Lasso will handle things for the Rowdies. Lucky Mkosana made that return in the last Rowdies home game against Loudoun here, that 3-1 victory. Here comes Wyke now, breaking away from defenders. Lawrence Wyke trying to find an opening. Goes down hard, and there he is again, just like a wrecking ball, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, has that ability to get past people in midfield. And when they start to collapse around him, that's when players become open. You just want to see that finishing pass by him as he breaks players down.
Rowdies again with a chance. This is Antley trying to send it top shelf, and he sails it.
What a chance that was. People don't realize he was on his weaker left foot, but he got right on top of the penalty spot. A legitimate chance for the Rowdies.
So Dahlgaard and Mkosana, the first two in for Tampa Bay. Last time Lucky Mkosana scored was that historic goal in the playoffs last year before the Rowdies went to Louisville City. That classic against Charleston, that 1-0 game when he came in off the bench and got that header. Ryan, that's one of my favorite moments. And here is Lucky again on cue.
What a save.
Nearly buried one. Caldwell has just been a wall.
Lucky Mkosana is shaking his head, and quite rightly so. He did everything right. Here's the quick ball over the top. Catches Tulu off out of position. Look at it, right on the ground in the corner pocket. And Jeff Caldwell says, no, no. And yet another save. Look at the reaction down to the left. Wow. That is as good as a goal, Jeff Caldwell. What a save.
Corner on the way for the Rowdies. Here it comes. Hilton going to send it right back in.
I think we could pretty much say that's going to be in save of the week this week, Drew.
And Jeff Caldwell has played stellar. What is it about some goalies?
But not only that, I mean, he has the most saves in the league. He is just a special talent, this young man.
Hartford conceded 4 times in Colorado. You wonder how when you watch them play here tonight.
Yeah. Had a great save against Beckford in that game in the near post.
Jan Ekra again tied up with a defender and a quick whistle. Tampa Bay is Florida's most ways to play. Plan your next adventure at visitTampaBay.com.
What a great matchup that is, Ashiti and Jan Ekra. 2 excellent players. We've seen Ashiti twice, actually more than twice, have some great defensive stops. One in his own box and there against Jan Ekra on a one-on-one.
Scarlett watches it go across the end line. And there'll be a goal kick coming up for Evan Laura. Evan Laura, .83 goals against, 29 saves coming into tonight. And that's save of the game that we're used to seeing on Twitter. It's going to be hard to find that one tonight for Mr. Laurel.
It is.
Can we delegate on one night? We'll see. Let's see. Connor McGlynn does come in. So McGlynn, 28, Ryan, checks in for Gabriel Torres.
Yeah, he's one of the players I spoke about at halftime. I mean, 15 appearances. He's had 2 goals. He scored against Colorado. I mean, 37 tackles this season, second on the team. He's just one of those really influential players in the center circle. He plays sort of deep. There he is, the big man, and he just breaks up plays and then can also get up into the box and finish as well. So all the possession that the Rowdies have had.
Oh, man. Lewis Hilton takes an elbow right to the chops. And Danny Barrera Those two continue the battle here. The game is not for the squeamish.
No, I think he's having a hard time with Danny Barrera, being the wily veteran that he is. He's using all the tricks in the book. Yes, he should. That's something we're going to see tomorrow night in a Bucks game, Drew. That sort of tackle.
Used to seeing that from Gronk. Gonzati. Lewis Hilton. Rowdies attacking. Still looking for their first goal. This is Wyke. Lawrence Wyke floats one, and it goes over the head of Sebastian Dahlgaard. Yeah, speaking of Bucks football, boy, fever's buzzing right now, isn't it? I mean, you got training camp packed with fans. Tom Brady likely to play tomorrow in a preseason contest. Interesting how long he stays out there.
Give or take under 3 reps.
Couple snaps, maybe. Call it a night.
That's right.
But for fans that go to that game tomorrow night, just to say you saw Tom Brady go out on the field,
sure.
that's what it's all about.
Sure, and there is some responsibility being a superstar like that. He understands that he wants to be seen, and how popular he is, so he's going to come out there and show his face and try to get some snaps in. It's all part of the job, as they say. And here's the Spider himself, Valoro, second on clean sheets this season with 5, along with the guy across from him, Jeff Caldwell. Hasn't had as many saves as Caldwell. It's because of that steel-tight defense and this rowdy defensive unit.
All skates by Guillen. Hartford will throw it in. Yunus Budati. Coach Collins still waiting for that first goal.
The only other option there is maybe bring Gwenzati back to where Jan Ekra plays. Lawrence Wyke comes off. Jan Ekra goes to where Lawrence Wyke is. And then you bring in Adebayo Smith to play alongside Nkosana.
Hilton. Look at Lewis Hilton. Just never stops. Yeah, Jordan Adebayo Smith. Another goal on the road at New York last week. Scored the equalizer.
And for a young forward, that's so important. For a veteran like Guanzati or Dos Santos, it doesn't influence them as much going through a bit of a drought. But for a young player, confidence is so important. And for him to get that goal can really get him going again.
Barrera floats one in a dangerous spot. Contact in the box. Will this get a whistle? No, it won't.
Well, we saw Danny Barrera for the first time there really put a key pass in. A beautiful floated. Look at this little dink over the top. Aaron Guillen, let's see. A little pull. Just doesn't seem to be enough. Looks like Martinez really tried to sell it.
'66th minute. Here come the Rowdies again. You can see those openings starting to open up just a little bit. Rowdies attack and try and get it to Nkosana. And it's into the hands once again of Caldwell. Hey, turn on Sirius XM FC's North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from MLS, the Premier League, UEFA Champions League, and much more. Sirius XM FC, channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and the Sirius XM app. Thrilled to be on Sirius XM FC here tonight from beautiful Tampa Bay. Lewis Hilton circling back. The Rowdies attacking as they've been on the attack, but still no goals to show for. Connor Antley trying to shake to his right.
Oh.
Ball goes off the back of the goal and still remains in. Dahlgaard on the ground, and there is the wall. Jeff Caldwell knocking another one down.
Well, I think Connor Antley was trying to get that ball across the face of the goal, but didn't get around it. And by splicing, it hits the post, and Dahlgaard had every right to go for it here. Now he's the righty on the left-hand side. That shot's going to open up for him. It's going to take takes something special to beat this young man in the goal. You know, it wouldn't show up in the highlight reel, but that opportunity all began with Seba Gwenzati dispossessing one of the Hartford defenders. There are different ways to get goals. You can create a chance through midfield and forwards and linking up play or cross ball, but pressing and counter-pressing where you steal the ball like what Gwenzati did and try to get players out of position is another way to get goals, and I think that's so important for this Rowdies team to keep pressing and try to disrupt this Hartford back line when they try to bring the ball out of the back.
Skyway Casuals, Ralph's mom, doing their part to inject some extra life into this Rowdy side. Gonzati and White. Now Lawrence White avoiding defenders. Back to Hilton. Good rhythm developed here by Tampa Bay. Jan Ekra trying to send one in. And it'll be cleared momentarily just before it gets to Mko Sana.
And that was John Jigian. He is blocking the passing lane. Number 20.
White sends it right. And it's Antley. Genchigian. Antley will cut him off. Scarlett. Got to be careful here. Obergone came up. Evan Loro now to force Lasso. No damage done.
You know, our producers are always working. They have brought to our attention this statistic that, yeah, look at the shot count, 14-1. Drew, you mentioned the last game, 21-11. Now, my math is not great, but that's a 35-12 difference. I mean, that is outrageous in 2 games. And give Hartford credit, only 1 goal has scored, and that's on the Hartford end in the 2 games so far.
White once more from distance this time.
Made that 15-1.
Scarlett fighting his way around. And now we'll head back, set up defensively. And we'll have another substitute here. This is Josiel Cedeno, the Ecuadorian, former New York Red Bull, getting loose. And also Bradford Jameson, the 4th. Martinez heads out.
Well, those are those reinforcements. The LA Galaxy youngster Jameson and his Cedeno. Again, not always trying, they're still looking to try to get that goal, but also pressure up top. Your defense always starts with your forward, just remember that. So yes, they're going to try to get that goal, but defensively they can continue that pressure on the Rowdies back line, try to disrupt that flow of the game.
So McGlynn heads out. Actually, that's Obergone heading out for Hartford. So his night is done. Good energy off the bench now for Hartford Athletic. Barrera, a pretty decent touch, but Lasso will get there first.
Dangerous part here for the Rowdies right now. They really have to try to get back control of this game. This is Hartford bringing on some fresh legs. So they are now going to be pumped up in the last 20 minutes and bringing some energy, as you can see right now. So it's a bit of a, almost have to weather the storm for the next 5 minutes here for the Rowdies. And try to get back possession and start dictating the game again. Don't allow these fresh legs to come in and start bossing things around.
Well, there's Jordan Adebayo-Smith coming in, and for the Rowdies, that's Matt Serbel heading into the game for Sebastian Gwenzati.
So looks like Serbel is going to take Jan Ekra's position on attacking midfield. Looks like Adebayo-Smith is going to take Gwenzati's position up top.
Adebayo-Smith in for Jan Ekra. So That shuffling you talked about, Ryan. Happening right now. Adebayo Smith, love what he brings to the field. Had that one bad night earlier this year where he couldn't finish a couple of crosses, but other than that, he's been impressive.
He has so much speed, energy, and willing to do the dirty work, as a number 9 should.
Well, Select's been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation, the official ball supplier of USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, go to selectsportamerica.com. That's selectsportamerica.com. Cut down. Emko Sana got a piece of it, and now Serbal will lead the Rowdies' attack. Serbal trying to make something happen here. Rowdies coming right back. Little contact there. Dalgard, a shot deflected, and another handball, possibly White calling for it.
White asking for the penalty, but I think the referee got it right. He was right on top of it. And good shot by Dalgard, got a deflection. Here he is teeing up. I said that option is going to be open for him now. Definitely a deflection there. Now, Forrest Lasso and company are going to go move right up into this 18-yard box. Can the Rowdies, they got 2 goals of set pieces against New York Red Bulls last week. One by Wyke, one by Adebayo Smith. Can Lewis Hilton create something here?
Big opportunity here for Lewis Hilton and the Rowdies. Jeff Caldwell standing firm. Here it comes, headed down. Caldwell gets just enough of it.
Well, the lumberjack in the back almost came the goal scorer in front. Another great ball at the last post by Lewis Hilton. Look at it. Right on top of the 6-yard box, just in a dangerous spot. Oh yeah, that guy Jeff Caldwell just saved another shot.
So Rowdies will get another chance. Caldwell tapping it over. Lewis Hilton goes from one side to the other to deliver another corner. Emko Sana trying to post up. So is Lasso. Dos Santos no longer in this game. Lasso tries to go get it. Here's Wyke. And nobody in green and gold can get a foot on it just yet. Lasso thought about it, sent it over to Hilton. Hilton, he tries to cross it in. You wonder, should Lasso have let it rip that time?
Well, the old saying is a defender in a forward's position. He should have let it rip, but understandably so. Didn't have the confidence, played it back out to Lewis Hilton. And he ran into the box like any good centre-back would. But yeah, defender in a forward's position, they call that.
Antley. Good touch by Emko Sana. Jordan Adebayo Smith. And a little attention. 2 defenders come over. Now he goes to his right. Little room over there. Adebayo Smith making something happen. Oh, no one's on the receiving end. Dalgard just kind of watched it that time.
Have to admit, Drew, Sebastian Dalgard, there's no pressure. They've been dominating the play. Why was he not following through at the back post like any wide midfielder should? I mean, if they were under constant threat from Hartford, yes, I can understand Dalgard being conservative, but they've been dominating the play. Why did he not follow up into that position to finish up that play?
Rowdies quickly win it back. Hartford does the same here in the 76th minute. This is Cedeno. Aaron Guillen draped on him, covering like a blanket, and the ball out of bounds. The United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs, and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, go to uslsoccer.com.
Drew, so are we going to give us a little bit of Beatles tonight, or is it going to be the boss, Bruce Springsteen? What are we looking at?
Little Springsteen.
Ah, I love it.
Maybe fitting, especially if the Rowdies can find a way here. Ball sent in, trouble, Lauro will punch it out. Dalgard takes it from here.
Not only just a brave punch, but a punch wide out to Sebastian Delgade's feet. I think that worked out perfectly for Evan Lauro. Like you said, hasn't had much to do, but he's so efficient as a person that when times are called upon for him to perform, he's just so good at his job, Evan Lauro.
Being heard tonight, of course, on Sirius XM FC. How about a little coffee house or a little Pitbull? You know, has his own channel.
Yeah.
Sirius.
So is that what you're going to sing, Pitbull, or is it going to be Springsteen?
Saw him in concert one time.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he brings the energy, huh?
Yeah, and guess where I saw him? Las Vegas, where the Rowdies travel on October 30th. So, looking for another excuse to go to Vegas. Ryan?
Any chance I could get a seat on your private jet to Las Vegas? Any chance?
You know, I don't know if I can squeeze you in.
The Drew Felios plane, everyone.
All 10 seats right now, booked.
Leather interior, and it comes with service, yes.
Las Vegas Lights and Tampa Bay squaring off. That is going to be fun. As Emko Sana a little tied up there in the center circle, and a yellow card dealt. That's Connor McGlynn. The referee not having it here in the 79th.
Well, we talked about Hartford going to ground quickly in this game, and the referees had enough of it. Any 50-50, you can't just have the intention of throwing your body behind it. Here's lucky Emko Sana getting there, and yep, there he is, throws his body behind the ball. It just doesn't work in soccer anymore. 10 years ago, maybe you can get away with it. But the game has changed, and if players don't adapt, well, the yellow cards will rack up.
Could this game tonight be the first draw of the season for the Rowdies? Still plenty of soccer to play. We're going to find out, though. Jordan Scarlett. Both teams still looking for their first goal.
Look at Hartford, how committed though. 79th minute. They've chased most of the game, and look at them, very disciplined in their defending.
It's one thing I will say. Do what Coach Harry Watling does a great job with. Here's Connor Antley, players open. There it is. Oh, Serble was waiting for it. Here comes the second try, and it's just wide left.
Wow.
Served on a platter that time. Lewis Hilton was in position to take advantage.
Great service by Antley. What about the read by Hartford to intercept? It comes right across. Look at that read there. Yep, it was the right back. It was Budadi, and then Lewis Hilton, of course, putting his laces on it. Great technique as always, just inches wide, but great read by Budadi.
So now Hartford turns with Barrera, 7 assists on the year. Don't want him to control it here in these final minutes. That man will find a way.
He will. I think it's Lewis Hilton's job to kind of stay on him.
Here's Cardona. So impressed with the quality of Hartford.
Yeah.
Remember them in their inaugural season? Seemed like it was just yesterday.
I think they're in great hands with Harry Watling. In his young coaching career, he's seen a lot in Chelsea FC. He's going to bring that quality right here in the USL.
Floater by Barrera, Lasso. Able to take care of it. Adebayo Smith got a piece. Barrera again. Nice sharing it. Ashiti. Good touch. Hartford trying to turn. Here they come. And there's Dalgar taking it away. It is really physical. As you saw Cardona deliver a little elbow there, and the official going to see that one and give it to the Rowdies.
Yeah, I think that physicality by Hartford has gotten them this far, though. 81 minutes, still 0-0. Everything going according to plan so far for the team in white. Have done just enough to push the Rowdies off of their pedestal in Al Lang.
So 82nd minute, and this Rowdies crowd, if they noticed what is about to happen, about to hear a nice roar here, is the fan favorite, Juan Tejada, off the bench for the first time here in 2021. A Rose Arena gives him a little wink before he comes into the match, and a little high five there from Neil Collins as well. Juan Tejada set to come on for the Rowdies.
And he's wearing the famous number 9 shirt. And boy, has he earned it over the last 2 seasons. But the Rowdies need a fox in the box, and they've called upon the right man.
So Tejada set to take the place of Connor Antley. Hartford going to take a little air out before that happens. Get this one to Jamison, and nothing doing for Hartford Athletic. So here he comes, former Eckerd College star. Walked on to this Rowdies program, showed up at the open tryout, and has had the hearts of Rowdies fans ever since. Injured throughout the season. Welcome back, Juan Tejada.
Well, he's relaying messages from Neil Collins to the teammates. Looks like it's a 3. It's a 4-4-2 looking like. Let's see how this works out, how this formation changes. We've seen Sirbel and Lewis Hilton now in the middle of the park.
Sometimes you just need that little bit of extra to get you over the hump. Could the addition of Tejada here tonight inject a little bit of that extra life into the Rowdies here in the final 7 minutes plus. Adebayo Smith tries to cross one. Rowdies corner coming up.
Looks like Lawrence White has gone to right back. Adebayo Smith has gone to right midfield. And looks like the Rowdies are playing a 4-4-2. Aaron Guillen at left back, Jordan Scarlett and Forrest Lasso at centre back. Left midfield, Sebastian Dalgard, and then Lucky and Kushan and Juan Tejada, the 2 forwards up top. Now, another corner. We talked about 2 goals from 2 corners in New York a week ago. Can the Rowdies cash in on another one?
Lewis Hilton floats one in the air. Lasso is there, able to get ahead on it. Hilton will try and keep it in. He does just that. It's still alive. Adebayo Smith, second shot, score! Rowdies finally break through.
Another goal from another corner. Hartford Athletic did everything right. A bit of a lucky bounce for Lewis Hilton, and he found Adebayo Smith. And the Englishman gets his 4th goal of the season. He lays it back. McGlynn did everything possible to block the first one. And the left foot drive just past Calder's left elbow is not the keeper's fault. It was right there at close range. And the set piece worked again, Drew.
Have the Rowdies done more to earn a goal than they have tonight all season long?
Well, I think it's now up to like 40 shots compared to 12. So I think you're right. Over 2 games, I think they've earned a goal against this Hartford team.
Nothing coming easy, but Jordan Adebayo Smith, his 4th goal of the season. The young man out of Colton, California. So fun to watch his growth. Delivers a huge one here tonight.
Now, don't forget, you're always the most vulnerable when you've just scored. And the Rowdies have to get right back into the game now. They're playing a different formation, 4-4-2. So their defensive responsibilities are a little bit different for the players on the field. Let's see how they respond.
Rowdies have owned possession, 57-43. As it comes over here to Cardona. If you're Hartford, Ryan, what are you thinking here the rest of the way?
I think you have to become a little bit more direct. Danny Barrera has not been able to influence the game. He's trying to show, but the Rowdies have been covering him. And there it is, the first effort by McGlynn. And it was the overlapping Torres. Again, Udani, such an excellent play on this right-hand side.
Look at the shots. Unbelievable.
20-1. Even I could do the math there, Drew. That's 21 shots altogether.
Lewis Hilton. Adebayo Smith's going to get awarded the goal, but the way he kept that ball alive, he's done it all night long. Those second and third chances finally paying off. And Kosana trying to keep this one alive for Tampa Bay. 88th minute now.
We talk about goals. That's Lewis Hilton's 4th assist. But he's created so many more chances for the Rowdies that have not been converted. So those 4 assists could be all the way up to Danny Barrera's. Some of those chances that have been finished throughout the season. Now a little bit of game management here. Rowdies can't afford to push too much players forward. You have Lawrence White playing right back. Let's see how he handles the pressure. And if you're Evan Laura and you're kicking goal kicks, everything has to be out wide. So if the ball is given away, you have your center backs and your 2 defensive midfielders in position.
Have to figure not going to be much stoppage time here, right? Because we have not had a lot of it throughout the run of play here in half number 2. Stand by for that here. The Rowdies have a 1-0 lead in the 89th minute. Drew Felios, Ryan Davis.
True.
And our phenomenal crew as the Rowdies try and wrap up 3 points here at home.
The buzz coming from the officiating staff is that they're going to give you enough time to sing your song, Drew. So there will be time added on for Drew Felios on his Sirius XM debut.
Boy, you're really hyping this up, aren't you? Budati and Hartford just trying to get a shot on goal here late. Rowdies have done a tremendous job defensively tonight. It's been a very physical game here. Trying to reclaim first place before they head to Pittsburgh.
This result even more important as that Thursday game against Pittsburgh looming, like you said, Drew.
Here comes Serble. Nicely done. Dahlgaard. Sebastian Dahlgaard, an opportunity here. Oh. Left foot. Oh, that's a great defense there by Cardona. The slide on the ground to get a foot on it.
Just beautiful. You righty. Every defender would expect Dahlgaard to cut right to get that shot off. Dahlgaard knew that. He faked right, went left, and what a recovery by Cardona. Beautiful. Great defending. Now, corner kicks, you don't want to push too many players forward now. You probably just Forrest Lasso, have Jordan Scarlett stay back. Yep. All the center backs stay back.
Yep. 3 minutes, extra time, 3 minutes.
Is that
Payne? So 3 minutes, an eternity. Think about a very determined Hartford athletic team trying to avoid another loss here on the road.
Just didn't carve out enough chances for Obregon Jr. up top. And Sebastian Elney.
Mayo Smith trying to hold that one up.
It's just one of the risks you run when you give up so much possession as Hartford. Now you're down a goal. You have to try to get the game back. You have to try to get some possession and get something going. And you're totally out of rhythm at this point, as this man here, Danny Barrera, is. But set pieces, it's a whole other facet of the game, as the Rowdies have shown, and Hartford have one right now.
Danny Barrera, the midfielder. Been on target a few times tonight, trying to add to those 7 assists. Another dangerous ball here. Rowdies on guard. And there is Wyke. Key poke. Out of bounds there on Tulu.
You know, this Charleston battery, and then there's the Lawrence Wyke battery. Same type of battery, same sort of energy.
Cardona. They want to give Barrera as many chances as possible. Waits for it here. See if he can get another service for Hartford. White goes over there. White is all over the place here late in this game. Now it's Jamison.
When it rains, it pours. As Hartford tried to bring that out of the corner.
Trying to get back to Barrera here.
Look at the commitment by Lewis Hilton. Look at him.
Rowdies just boxing off everything. So zoned in. Here another corner coming up. Look out as Arthur Rogers will put this one in the air. He'll be the in-swinger.
Well, this is exactly what you want. Now time to get everybody into the box. As you see Tulu at the last post.
Rowdies trying to lock it down. Caldwell, the goalkeeper, comes up for Hartford Athletic. He may have gotten a piece that time as it goes over the crossbar and the fans take a deep breath.
Let me tell you something. If Jeff Caldwell gets up there and heads the ball into the goal, I'm taking off this headset and walking home. Or up and down I-4 to Orlando. I mean, that is incredible, this young man. He is fearless.
He's had himself quite a night. Evan Loro says Hartford's going to be a long trip back. What a game tonight by the Rowdies. How much time left do we have? The official to make that final whistle here. I have a feeling it is coming here any second. Well, Hartford will get one more chance. And there is the final whistle. Hartford Athletic did want that one last possession. Not going to get it here as the Rowdies will hang on. 1-0 the final score. Juan Tejada comes back. And seconds after he does, Jordan Adebayo-Smith delivers a game-winning blow. 1-0, Rowdies win. We'll wrap things up when we come back to Outlink Stadium.
There are lots of signs out there telling us what we should and shouldn't do. We don't ignore these signs. They help keep us safe. That's what chest pressure and fatigue could be. Warning signs of heart disease, telling you it's time to get your heart examined. Baycare's heart experts get to the cause of your symptoms and offer the right treatment options. And all of our Baycare facilities have enhanced safety measures to help keep you safe from COVID-19. Get a cardiologist referral at baycareheartdisease.org. Baycare, humanity at work.
This is crazy.
No, what's crazy is you don't think I'm a soccer superfan.
And you think you can block all 15 of my shots in different jerseys.
Yep, one for each dealership we have in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Superfan, we'll see.
You're right, that was crazy.
They're going to be the official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Rowdies?
You know it.
You got like an ice bath around here or something?
When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
1-0 the final score. The Rowdies get 3 points once again atop the table in the Atlantic Division. What a night it was.
Yeah, set corners came to the rescue and Lewis Hilton finally delivered another assist. Jordan Adebayo-Smith coming up trumps.
Now the highlights tonight, not many of them. It was a real rock'em sock'em game. Tightly marked on both sides. Guenzati.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
Thank you, boys.